Thanks for checking out another clip of the Cashflow Contractor. We'd love to have you as a part of our audience. Click subscribe wherever you get your podcast.
What is the one number I need to look at every week?
I just did some work on this. The one number that I need to look at every week is sales appointments.
Okay.
That's the one that I really need to be focused on, at least in this current state. Thinking about theory of constraints, which we're going to talk about probably a little bit, or maybe glance over in a couple weeks. But what is the one thing that's, a bottleneck for our business right now? And it's qualified appointments, right? So I just need to be focusing on, hey, how many appointments are we generating every single week? And where, focusing on that number.
Yeah, and I think that's a great one.
Yeah.
Our listeners may have different ones.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe they can sell things, but they can't get them built. Man hours per job, or man hour accuracy of my bidding. I bid it for this, comparison of plan to actual.
Yeah.
I'm doing that with a client every week when we talk now. I bid them with a 45% margin, but I only get 21%. What the hell?
Yeah.
Right? Well, it turns out it really wasn't bidding with a 40 in his case. Sometimes it's because the guy's your labor and so on. But wherever the problem is, and it's maybe a couple of layers deep from what you see, like we're not getting sales, we'll sell more. Well, why not? Why aren't we selling more? We got to get leads. Where are we going to get leads? Well, I got to figure out whatever marketing thing activity I'm going to do, and I'm going to do that. So, but wherever you're suffering, pick a number out of that, a KPI out of that, and monitor it. And I can't remember which, I think it's Durant said that what gets measured gets managed. I add to that, what gets managed gets better. It just does. If you're paying attention to something, it gets better. And when it gets better, profitability and all those things improve too.
Yeah.
So that's a good
question. I think
question.
it's also not just important for the business owner. I think it's important for especially the leadership team or the people that work right underneath you. If you can give them one number,
right,
it makes managing them easier. It makes the person feel a sense of direction. Just like it's easier for you, it's easier for them to have focus and clarity on what they need to be doing. And so you can find that number, not just for yourself, but for the other people on your team, and let them know what your number is. And sometimes it's all everybody rallying around the same one, but sometimes it's, okay, this is my number with so-and-so, this is my number with so-and-so. That's what we're focused on. So when I have a conversation with them every week, it's, hey, how's that? What's the status?
In his book, Good to Great, Jim Collins describes, that it's a classic, what differentiates some companies that take off versus those that don't. And one of his key things, there are leadership and different things, but one of them is that he says great companies have a denominator that informs their every decision. And a denominator is a KPI, something per something.
Right.
Sales per store, sales per square foot in the store, dollars of gross profit per man hour we spend, and then people always are a little contemptuous of them because they're right there for us to look at. But profitability is a really good KPI, right?
Absolutely.
Gross profit margin. If you've listened to us, that's one of our major KPIs. So finding out something that needs to be improved, and then finding a number that measures it and track that number, and let everybody know you're tracking it.
Thanks for checking out a clip from the Cashflow Contractor. We have full episodes where we go deep on topics that help you grow a construction business that runs without you, so you can have less stress, more time, more money. Now, we've got other videos, other clips, but if you want to check out the full episode for this clip, you can click wherever our editor put it. It might be here, might be there, might be over my face, I don't know. But thank you for checking us out. We'd love to have you as a part of our audience. So subscribe or check out a full episode wherever you get podcasts.